A number of schools in Sarawak that have traditionally relied on generator sets will soon enjoy a steadier and safer supply of electricity thanks to a 400 million ringgit allocation from the Education Ministry. The funds, which will be given in 2 phases, will be used to connect electricity grids to nearby schools as well as installing solar hybrid systems. The ministry is also providing nearly 36 million ringgit to repair dilapidated schools in the state. Julau MP Larry Seng, who had previously brought up the matter at a Dewan Rakyat sitting, said he was pleased the federal government was paying attention to this issue as it would greatly benefit schools in rural areas.
I think this is a good move in a sense that at least we are trying to bring the schools, the conditions in the schools, East Malaysia to West Malaysia on par, And also not only that, the state government has also understood that this issue has to be done, and they too have also come up with some proposed financing for this project. So I'm glad to see that the state and federal governments are actually are looking at this seriously, and hopefully this can be resolved within the next couple of years. Yeah.
Using the 22 schools in his constituency as an example, he claimed the government could save substantially if these schools were connected to the grid system.
In my speech, I mentioned that it was actually 100 times more expensive using the gensets as opposed to being connected to the grid. I think the excuse made by the previous government is such that the Ministry of Education didn't have funds to actually provide for the rewiring of the schools in the rural areas. And to my knowledge, that isn't actually a very good reason, because the rewiring cost isn't very substantial compared to the amount of money they have to actually put in to actually power up the generator sets.
Presently, about 50,000 ringgit is needed monthly to supply diesel to the 22 schools to run the generator sets. About 371 schools in Sarawak are still using diesel generators. The state government has identified 113 schools that are close enough to be attached to the grid system.